Welcome to the Webby O'Neill channel. Today we've got Phil Neville with us. Great to have you back again, Phil. How does Ole build on this? What does he need to do now with his squad to get us closer to City and Liverpool?
Well, I was having this conversation yesterday about the Europa League in the next couple of weeks, and some say, oh, play the kids, play a weakened team. But actually, I think winning things absolutely breeds confidence. If you think back to when Ronaldo first came to the club, there was a young team there, Ronaldo, there was John O'Shea, there was Darren Fletcher, who went to the League Cup final, I think it was Wigan down at the Cardiff, and we won, and he played, and that was the springboard then to go and win the European Cup. So I think Ole will want to win a trophy. Winning Europa League, is it the be all and end all? No, but I think it will give the club confidence. I think now for Ole, recruitment now is absolutely massive. I think the recruitment last summer, the three players that he brought in, James, Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire, they need to replicate that now with, and I'm saying don't go out there and buy the biggest and best stars, go out there and buy characters, go out there and buy hungry players. That's what United have always been good at, buying hungry players.
When we last spoke, it was on about challenging for the top four. Now, you mentioned you thought Leicester would fade away, which was...
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. Phil,
you know, that's why I mentioned it, Phil, because I wanted to cheer you up. Right? Going forward, we're going to challenge. Liverpool, to me, is always the challenge, right? Regardless of where they are. Has he got the nous? Has he got the tactics for this squad to overtake that team? Now, bearing in mind 2 years, Phil, Liverpool have been on the game.
Well, if you think about it, the points difference in the last 2 years has been like 25 to 30 points. So it's not just going to happen as easily as what people think. United finishing third, they'll challenge Man City and Liverpool next year, but the gap between the top two and the rest, I think, has been absolutely massive. I think what United have done, they've put themselves at the top of that next group that are capable of challenging those top two. And you think to yourself, how are United going to make up 20 points? 20 points is a lot. It's so much. 6 games, 6, 7 games. So you think to yourself, well, better defensively, maybe. The goalkeeper, improve. David De Gea getting back to his best. I actually think it's at the top end of the pitch. Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, let's get them 20 goals each. Let's start beating every team that comes out. I think United have been brilliant against the top teams. I think it's against the lower teams where they probably struggled. But people talk about Grealish. Now with Fernandes in there, do we need another number 10? I think the right-hand side is probably our biggest area of where we need to improve. An out-and-out right-sided winger. You think about the great Man United sides, Beckham, Kanchelskis. Ronaldo played on the right-hand side. Ole Gunnar played on the right-hand side. We need...
You played on the right-hand side,
Come on,
before.
Phil, don't be shy now.
I
scored. So I think right-hand side is the one big hole in the squad. But United have not really had anyone since Antonio Valencia, really. So I'd say right-hand side, Sancho obviously can play out there and play it really well. And you'd say that is someone that will fit the profile of what you think Rashford, Greenwood, English players, British players. You think young Fernandes, young, hungry. Sancho's one that fits into that.
We've discussed a few times about challenging. But we also understand where we've been.
Well, it took Jurgen Klopp 5 years.
5
seasons in terms of recruiting the right players. You'd look at the process he went to, recruiting the right players, getting to League Cup finals, European Cup finals, Europa League finals, then to Champions League finals. But it still took him 5 years to win a league. And everyone talks about this brilliant Liverpool team. He was given time to build. He was given time to build in the right, bring in the right recruitment, and he'd done that. He brought in the right, but it still took 5 years. So for Ole, this is his second season next year. I think next season is, can we get up to second? Can we touch Man City next season? I think going to first is still a massive jump for us, particularly when you talk about 20 points. So I think a couple more players that are hungry, keep improving, and keep chipping away at those top two.
Just before we go, what's relevant at the start of this season, we can't have what happened last year. This squad, this team, Ole, it's got to have momentum. So
we've got momentum.
I think the Europa League.
The Europa League, even finishing the season the way we did, then the Europa League, then the fact there's probably going to be 2 weeks between the season. So ultimately, I actually think that since the lockdown, we're almost talking about a new season anyway. So I think I think the teams that finish this period really well will be the teams that go into the next period strong. And United have to hit the ground running.
Me and Webby have spoke, right, about momentum, like you've just said, and the Europa League. And we believe got to win it. And the reason why we've got to win it is because it'll put us in a good place at the start of the season, because we cannot be 15 points behind any team after 8 games like we was.
But Tony, I don't think, thinking about it, probably De Gea is one. They don't know what it feels like to parade around the city centre with a trophy, to have a medal around the neck. That is massive for this football club, because ultimately, and Ollie says it every week, this club shouldn't celebrate second, third or fourth. It's about finishing first. And in the competition of the Europa League, United have to win it. And that ability and that challenge of winning at Manchester United has been probably what's been hanging over us for the last 7 years.
Yeah.
But this club has to start winning things, and it starts by winning the Europa League, and then the momentum from there takes us into the Premier League.
Just going to finish off, Phil, last one, the fullbacks at the club, obviously.
Not as good as our days.
No, well, Hughes, right back, left back, right midfield, centre midfield. I remember I was there the day you had Patrick Vieira in your pocket. It's freaking still in there. What's your take on the fullbacks we've got? You know, because obviously Luke Shaw, for me, when he's fit, and he had an horrendous injury, when he stays fit, he's one of the best in the league, but he can always pick up that injury where you won't see him now until next season. Do we need another fullback? Well,
Bissaka's young, Brandon Williams young, Luke Shaw is still young. I think we've got three fullbacks there. That I think it's an area of the pitch that we don't need to waste money on. I think Shaw, particularly in the last 11 to 12 games, I think it's been brilliant. I think we missed him. We missed him because of his balance on the left-hand side, his link up with Rashford and Martial. I think that's a position that we don't need to strengthen. Brandon is obviously going to be here for a long time. So Bissaka, I think he's improving every single week. 1v1 defending, great. Can he keep improving in the final third? Yes. So apart from that, I'd say that there are other areas of the pitch that need strengthening.
Hit the button to subscribe to the Webby and O'Neill channel to talk all things United.